Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. On today's show, we'll recap what was a historic season for the Ferris State men's basketball program, and we'll check in and update you on Ferris State tennis and softball, both in their spring seasons that are underway. We'll start first, though, with Bulldog basketball, joined by head coach Andy Bronkema. Coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Congratulations on what was a great year for the Bulldogs, 28-5 overall, reaching the regional semifinals. Just talk about this past season and what your team was able to accomplish.
It was a great season, record-setting season, and there was just a lot of accomplishments to think about, and probably can't sum it up properly just here in this segment. But started out just trying to replace a lot of pieces that we lost the year before, and wondering where everything was going to come from, but knowing we had some talent and some talent that not a lot of people knew about, only us behind the scenes. Fortunate enough to get a Division I victory early in the exhibition, which was a lot of fun, and then kind of held serve early in the season, and then we got hot with a 15-game winning streak, which was the second largest winning streak in the history of the school, and then we're able to wrap up the regular season, which is the first time we've done that since 2010-11 when we shared it with Finley, but we were able to edge them out this time for the outright champs, and then won the tournament again. So 3 years in a row, we got the three-peat there. First team ever to win both, but the tournament's only been going since, I think, 1990. So some of those good teams in the 80s and 70s didn't have that opportunity. Qualified for the national tournament, third year in a row, got a win out there. Had some highly decorated players with first team, second team, all conference, all defensive player of the year, Zach Hankins, and regional player of the year and All-American, and the list goes on. Set the school record for most wins. It's probably the most impressive thing that we did, just considering all the great players, great coaches, and the program history here. So, there's an easy argument for this being the best season in Ferris State history. I think the 88 or 87-88 team has a nice argument too, but we're blessed, and this season's been amazing.
You mentioned earlier the emergence of some younger guys that not a lot of teams knew a whole lot about. Obviously, Zach Hankins had a great year, but guys like Marquise Mayfield, Greg Williams, talk about their contributions and what they meant to the success.
Well, we didn't know if they'd come on this strong right away, but with Zach, we decided to redshirt him his first year with Matt Stoll and Dan Chilcote able to play the backup center behind Jared, and then he backed Jared up and had some huge gains for us, and then this year he just exploded onto the scene. So he's kind of been a center in waiting, all-star in waiting for a while, and we've seen great things out of him. And some of the guys that played when he redshirted are still calling and say, hey, why'd you redshirt him? We could have used him. But and then Marquise Mayfield, similar story. Didn't his first year was a non-qualifier, so he wasn't part of the team. His second year, as far as playing and practicing, he wasn't part of the team. Second year, he got in a few games, not as much as he wanted, and this year, second leading rebounder, 8.8 points per game, shot a great percentage, and played over 20 minutes a game. Great story. Greg Williams, we brought him in as a walk-on. He earned some scholarship money, and he explodes onto the scene. True freshman D'Angelo Hughes, didn't know what we had with him, thought we had the talented player, but he comes on strong. The type of guy that scores 11 points in a row in the national tournament, wins us that game. So we had so many people step up and grow their role and come onto the scene this year. It was amazing.
28-5 again. You mentioned earlier a school record for total wins. Just talk about what it took to reach that regional semifinal again for the second year in a row after losing 4 seniors from the year before.
Well, that amount of wins just kind of crept up on us. We really, coach speak, one game at a time, and we were real focused, and we ended up winning quite a few of those games, and we had 5 losses in there, so there were some teams that challenged us and beat us. But I was kind of most proud of just the fact that when we did get beat, we just doubled our efforts and stuck with the game plan. We didn't panic, and we just kind of pressed forward, saying, well, shake their hands. They're a good team. They beat us. Let's move on and see if we can, start a new streak.
Had one senior, Quentin Ruff, talk about his contributions, what he meant to the success of the program.
Another huge story. I think he played 15 minutes a game last year, and came on strong for us at the end of the year. But then, you know, to play 26 minutes a game and nearly be our leading scorer, just a few fractions behind Hankins, and you know, to get in the record books for the three-pointers made, he made 88 in one season. I think it's the second most, second or third, and you know, he just had an absolutely terrific year. Second team all-conference, and but I've said this before, we're going to miss Q the most just in everyday stuff. He's so fun to be around, and you know, we're definitely going to miss that.
Had 18 wins in conference play, winning the GLIAC tournament for the third year in a row. Talk about how hard that is to do in a conference as competitive as the GLIAC.
I mean, you still should pinch me because it just doesn't. It's incredible, and we're really thankful, blessed. I mean, there's so many good teams in the league, and you know, there's just a player or two away from somebody else winning it and deserving to win it. So we know it's special, and you know, right now it's ours. Can't take it away from us. We'll put the year up on the banner and try to do something special again next year.
Earlier you mentioned Zach Hankins being an All-American, just the first ever sophomore in school history to earn All-American honors at the Division II level. What does that mean for a player like him?
Well, it means he has, you know, to fill his own shoes for the next couple of years, and we got a plan for him to get even better. I know he's gonna, but you know, I think it's two things. One, it's a testament to who he is as a person, how hard he's worked. He deserves it. But then just the makeup of our team. You know, every good team kind of has somebody that gets more of the shine, and that's Zach for us. I already said he deserves it, but this team, you know, allows him to be who he is, and you know, I know he's thankful to be a part of this team, and he's deserving. He earned it, and you know, the team's allowed him to be who he is. Obviously,
you had some great support along the way from the community. Certainly evident in the GLIAC tournament. Talk about that support, what that means to the players in the program.
Well, you know, this community has you know, brought energy into Wink Arena and has embraced our team ever since I've been here as a volunteer, as an assistant, as a head coach, and we're just trying to grow that. You know, more families, more fans, more people that, you know, can't miss a game, and packing Wink Arena the way we have for the tournament, and especially the games late in the season, and how loud that place can get during our runs. We always made a lot of runs this year, and those runs lasted longer because of the noise and the energy in that building. But it's off the floor too, just with the support of the team, and you know, and just the buzz in the community, and that's what makes it the most fun, is just to share the experience with other people who care, because you know, Ferris basketball reaches a lot of places, but there are also a lot of, you know, places that don't care about Ferris basketball. And to be in this community where people care and to win with the people that care, that's what makes it awesome.
Well, Coach, congratulations again. I know already hard at work getting ready for next season, but
Yep.
Congratulations on what was a historic year for the Bulldogs.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.